Shri Vijay Sardesai.
Speaker sir, I may be permitted to ask starred LAQ number 2C.
Speaker sir, answer as per the computer.
Speaker sir, this is a question which relates to the Morjim-Mandrem area. In the last assembly session,
You may sit.
I had put a
Minister, you may sit down.
In the last assembly session, I had put a similar question, and I was answered that 26 hotels and resorts, especially in the Morjim-Mandrem area of Penne Taluka, had violated CRZ regulations, whilst 27 hotels in the rest of Goa, in the rest of the 11 talukas of Goa, had committed CRZ violations. In other words, almost 50% of the CRZ violations are happening in the Morjim-Mandrem area of Penne Taluka, therefore sort of an endemic zone for CRZ violations. Now, Speaker sir, my first supplementary. In this list of 26 hotels that you had given last time is a case of one Sunset Ashram. Now, this is pertaining to a construction of a pakka wall in a turtle nesting site in the Mandrem-Morjim belt, which is protected under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. No development zone is allowed, no development activities are allowed. On Goa Statehood Day, this illegal Sunset Ashram was awarded the best new restaurant of the year at a tourism department partly sponsored Goa Food and Hospitality Awards. The tourism minister is on record to say that this was for food and not environment violations. Whilst the environment minister, I have read, said she was shocked and would raise the matter with authorities. My question, Speaker sir, is to ask the minister whether she raised the matter and what has happened since then.
Speaker sir, the issue of Sunset Ashram is pending before the GCZMA. Inquiry will be carried out by the inquiry committee, which is headed by a retired civil judge, and action will be taken accordingly.
Speaker sir, this is a very typical answer which keeps coming with such questions. Now, my second question to you here is about a place called Blue Waves. It has recently been in the news as it is an investment of a person by name Mohammad Fasi, who has been arrested by the Economic Offences Wing of the Bombay Police in the multi-crore fixed deposit scam. Even CRZ officials have termed this as a mother of all CRZ violations, as it has a ground plus one structure with 21 concrete pillars and a marble flooring. But you will again say that this is with the NGT and it is pending. Speaker sir, the same person, this Mohammad Fasi, owns something called Our Shack. Ours is not mine, neither is it yours. But the name is Our Shack at Ozran Beach in Little Vagator. Now, is the minister aware of this, that he owns this? Because this did not feature in the list that you had submitted then, last time. It has no permissions from the Anjuna Panchayat. It was served a demolition notice in October 2013. But it is strong as ever. Website I have gone in says it is an elaborate beach shack with bar, lounge area, restaurant, hillside lodges, sunbeds on the beach. All illegal. What is this, Speaker sir? You cannot give special status for Goa. Why this special status for these hotels in the Mandrem-Morjim belt which are illegal? Can you please clarify?
Speaker sir, with respect to Blue Wave Resort, Morjim, I wish to inform the Honorable MLA that demolition order is issued by GCZMA, was issued by GCZMA on 15/11/2013. Later, appeal by Blue Wave before NGT, New Delhi, stating that the structure in question was constructed prior to 1991 and the hotel has certificates to sustain what they have said from the village panchayat of Morjim, granting them permission for reconstruction of house number of the house on 30th September 1986. Now, The Honorable National Green Tribunal, New Delhi, has directed to maintain status quo and also directed the appellant, that is Blue Waves, to file relevant documents, plans, etc. At present, the matter is listed for final disposal, that is arguments on merits, on the 4th of August 2014 before the NGT, New Delhi.
Speaker sir, my third supplementary. We have repeatedly asked these questions about CRZ violations. Repeatedly we have been told about the NGT coming, giving a stay. Now, actual action doesn't seem to be happening. So my request to the Minister, Honorable Minister, is that she gives a very concrete assurance, time-bound assurance of action. Whether you can give it or not is another matter. Now I would like the Minister, because my third question speaks about access to the beaches. I would like to be within the constraints of these three supplementaries. I would like to request you to instruct your officials, one, to have a survey of all the accesses to the beaches available for Goans. Because legal as well as illegal hotels are blocking accesses to beaches. You are aware of this. But you have got no survey. So please instruct somebody to check up how many beaches are open for Goans. And the Honorable Chief Minister has accepted once that there is a racket going on in the BDO's office in Perne, where they are manufacturing permissions. Now, nobody could have given a permission for the reconstruction of that Blue Waves with 21 pillars. It is shown as some tea stall, and a tea stall with 21 pillars, marble flooring, ground plus one. This is it. It has been shown on this week's Herald. It is a huge thing. It looks like a Taj Mahal, mini Taj Mahal on the beach. I don't understand this. Please take this seriously, and please talk about something about the access to beaches, whether you will be able to give this. Otherwise, this is nothing. We are talking about special status on one hand, and here we are giving special status to illegalities.
Speaker, sir, the role of the GCZMA in terms of the CRZ notification 2011 is limited to ascertain the legality of the entire structure in question. The GCZMA does not calculate areas left for passages or for recreation areas on the beaches, which essentially needs to be addressed by the local authorities and the tourism department. Sir, so far, pending before the inquiry committee of GCZMA, there are 17 complaints. Issued demolition orders, but have been challenged by the NGT, 3 such cases. Referred back to GCZMA by NGT, there are 2 cases. Demolition orders executed, 3 cases. Pending before GCZMA for execution of demolition, 1. Stay order from the Supreme Court, 1. And party itself demolished the structures, that is 1. And pending for inquiry before the inquiry committee, there are 17. Altogether, this comes to 27 illegal structures, which we have mentioned.
Yes, sir. One. Is there any time limit for the inquiry committee when the matter is pending before the inquiry committee? Is there any fixed time limit for the inquiry committee to come to a conclusion after holding the inquiry, or it can extend for an indefinite period?
Speaker, sir, I'm not aware, but I will get this information and I'll get back to the Honorable MLA.
Shri,
Pending before GCZMA for action.
Pending demolition. You have said you have passed the demolition order but not demolished it. Which is that case?
Bardo.
Since when is it pending? Since when is it pending?
Speaker, sir, I'm not aware of all these minute details because, as we all know, GCZMA is an autonomous body and they don't come to me with every detail of every case.
Because there is a racket going on by which there is match
fixing. It is minute details with respect to
details, but very major implications in this.
It's a different thing. Rohan Khawde.
स्पीकर सर
रोहन खवटे.
फुडल्या खेपा ह्या प्रश्नाचेर उत्तरूच दिलें वचचें ना कारण GCZMA इज एन स्टॅच्युटरी इंडिपेंडंट ऑथॉरिटी शी इज
सर असेंब्ली बंद करूया. उत्तर देऊ नका. असेंब्ली बंद कर. सगळे प्रोटेक्ट
सावकाश बोला, सावकाश
सगळे
बोला.
हफ्ते घेतात तुम्ही.
इंडिपेंडंट ऑथॉरिटीच्या हातांत
नॉट डिस्कसिंग.
हांव पॉयंट ऑफ ऑर्डरूच काडला.
सारको बस.
स्पीकर सर हांवें पॉयंट ऑफ ऑर्डरूच काडला.
उठून दे सर. उडून
Independent statutory authority which is appointed by central government. Government of Goa has only informative knowledge and cannot direct the authority to function. This is an authority appointed under central law by central government. It is only administratively managed by the environment ministry in
सेंट्रल
Goa.
गव्हर्नमेंट आहा मरे तुझ्याकडे गट.
तू सेंट्रल पार्लमेंटान विचार.
अशें म्हणना
शांताराम नायकाक.
पार्लमेंटान विचार.
Assembly question can be asked on issues which are under the control, total control of state government. This is only administrative. म्हणजे तांकां मॅन पॉवर जाय जाल्यार आमी दिता, तांकां फंड्स जाय जाल्यार आमी दिता. But it is issued under, it is a statutory authority, independent authority. No assurances can be given, no direction can be issued to them.
पुढलो प्रश्न.